Hello everybody, my name is Hako and I have a PhD in anime titties. Let me show you. Boom. Now let's talk about them.
Welcome to Aqua City. Welcome to Aqua City. Let's talk about some anime titties.
Hello friends, hope you're doing absolutely goddamn amazing today. Today I want to make a little bit of a video, kinda title it, what should we call it, teams I'll be running with Bernice. I didn't want to call it like teams you should run with Bernice because, you know, who the hell am I to tell you how to play this game? You play it however you want, but maybe me going over my teams that I'm planning on using can help you, you know, maybe settle your mind on like what teams you'll be running her in, and maybe you can give me some inspiration on what, like, you know, what teams you will be using Bernice in. So let's begin. And since I don't have Bernice currently, she's not out in the game, and I'm not on the public, I'm not on the test servers. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of magic like this. Alright, so now we have Bernice in on every picture. So for my Bernice 1 team, I've put Jane, Caesar, Bernice, and Red Mockus. Now, I am gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna take a little bit of a bet. I'm gonna bet that this, at the time of Bernice's release, will be the strongest team in the game. Anomaly is super strong. Jane is right now the strongest character in the game. Caesar is right now the strongest buffer in the game. Disorder will never be as strong as it will, like, has never been as strong as it will be when Bernice comes out. That's probably gonna change when Yanagi comes. So Bernice is gonna get, you know, 2 weeks in the spotlight. Then I think Yanagi is gonna come in like a wrecking ball on this team. But I think this is gonna be the absolute strongest team in the freaking game, and I cannot wait to test it out. And for the Bernice team 2, I've smacked Piper, Caesar, and then left a room for Bernice, and we run once again Red Mockus. Now this team, I'm a huge Sons of Caledon fan, so like my teams are gonna be, you know, a little bit biased toward the Sons of Caledon. One, people keep pointing out that I kinda look like I come from the faction, and I'm just making that into my lore. That's my lore now. So you can call me Hako Queen, because, you know, the king is already taken. This team is gonna be absolutely freaking busted. It's a full Sons of Caledon team. Obviously also a Disorder team. Piper and Caesar supplies assault. Caesar applies a billion attack to both Piper and Bernice, which they can make use of a lot. Attack percentage is, or, you know, a massive amount of attack is very good for anomaly characters. So I think this team is also gonna be absolutely slapping. I love using Piper. Like, I think this team is gonna be fun as all hell. And for team number 3, I'm gonna be using Soldier. So you know, when you're on the internet, you see a lot of people, you know, flapping their lips or flapping their fingers. A lot of people, they really like to shit on poor Soldier. And when somebody tells me, like, don't do this, don't build this character is bad, I immediately start building that character. I'm like, alright, let's see this. Like, I think my first guide I ever put out was Corin in this game, just because people, you know, kept saying that Corin was trash. I'm like, alright, we're building Corin, we're learning everything we can about Corin, and then we're passing that Corin knowledge down. And to this day, Corin is one of my favorite units to use. I love her to freaking death. And it's a little bit sad that physical is, you know, as strong as it is and as catered to as it is, because, you know, there's so many characters above Corin, simply because, like, you know, physical has been the element that's been eating the goodest since the launch of the game. So for Bernice 3, I put Soldier, Bernice, and Lucy. Now this is a team you're gonna want to take into, you know, something that's weak to fire, and you're gonna have a bad time if you take into something that's resistant to fire. You know, full fire squad, use to melt your freaking enemies down. Obviously Luckyboo would be the best bang mode to bring to this, but I don't have him, so I have to bring, you know, the other one below me. And for my 4th Bernice team, I'm thinking Grace, Bernice, Rena, and Luckyboo. Yet another disordered team, and I think this team will still be like, you know, super valuable even when Yanagi comes out, although Grace then takes a bow and leaves place for Yanagi, I'm assuming. I think this team is gonna be cracked. Like Rina is not to be slept on in any of these, in any team at all, really. Like she really earns her place as a 5-star support. And her pen ratio that she can pass down is absolutely freaking nuts. And obviously Caesar could fit into any of these teams. I had to stop myself from inserting her into every team. Because, you know, I love Caesar. To me, Caesar is the best made character they've ever done. Like design-wise, just everything. Like, she's amazing. And she can fit into any of these teams. Like, you take the soldier team. If I pluck out Lucy and I pack in Caesar, that would be a better team. In the Bernice team, in the Bernice 4 team, so like the Grace Arena team, if I were to take out any of them and put in Caesar, it would probably still, you know, be the better version. But Caesar has one fault, and she can only be in one team at once, right? So I had to break it up a little bit. No, like I said, there's a billion other teams you can run with Bernice, and I can't wait to, like, you know, try it out. And the reason why I'm excited for Bernice, and like the reason why you can run her in so many teams, is that her unique thing. So like what sets Bernice apart from anything else in the game currently is that she works off field. In Genshin, we're quite used to like sub DPS characters or like support characters that comes in, does their skill, then yeets out, but then they still have an effect or something that, you know, does a damage to the enemy or applies something to the enemy for, like, you know, the next coming 15 or 20 seconds. We haven't seen that in Zenless really thus far. Like, that's why Bernice comes in and, like, you know, puts it all a little bit on its head. Because her burn is gonna build up and gonna apply stuff and is gonna do stuff off field. And her, like, signature W engine is actually, you know, gonna give her a buff. Like switching out. She's incentivized to not, you know, take up too much screen time. And especially with Anomaly, we haven't really seen that. Both Grace, Piper, and Jane Doe, which they are all of the Anomaly characters we have currently. Yeah. Like, they are very hungry. Like, they are very time hungry. They want attention. They're attention hungry. They want to be on the field. Like, Jane Doe doesn't provide much off field. Grace provides nothing off field. Kind of same with Piper, although she has a little bit of a buff stacked into her as well. But Bernice is gonna be unique in that way that, like, you can have attention hungry characters work with her. Like, she's the first off-field character, and that's pretty exciting. And like, just going of Genshin's, like, you know, time span. Like, usually those characters, they last a long ass while. Like, it takes a long time before they are obsolete or, you know, power crept in a way. So yeah, I'm super hecking excited, like, for Bernice, and I think these are gonna be, you know, the main teams I run with her. I'm obviously gonna do a lot of testing once she's out and, you know, once I have her. But these are like the 4 main ones I could think about. So let me know, the viewer. What teams are you planning on running with Bernice? I'm honestly dying to find out. And if I see any interesting team suggestions, I'm definitely trying it out. So let me know. Alright, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.
Caesar's loves the titties, hard and stacked. Shaking those cheeks when she's under attack. Chain speaking smart.